All right, so welcome to our Christmas edition of Lunch Out Loud Ottawa. So I'm once again Nick Baczewski, and I'm joined here with
Andrew Miller.
Excellent. So we just heard there was Loon. So Loon is a really up-and-coming band in Ottawa. They just finished a tour out east. Looking to move west in 2013. You might have seen them at Juno Fest. You might have seen them at even Ottawa's Blues Fest as well. So some other highlights that they've had thus far was being shortlisted for 2012 CBC R3 Bucky Award for Best New Artist, as well as having the single All Boats Don't Rise reach number 2 on CBC Radio 330. So you're going to hear a lot more about them in the future, and we're very down Bank Street the past few years, this year on Bronson. So these small companies where their owners put all their time and money to do what they believe in and to sell what they believe in, to go against the major big brands, just anything we can do to support them. So this is a gift card that you can buy at any of these participating local stores. So it's an excellent idea if you haven't bought anything yet for a Exactly. So you send it through email and all that. So that is an excellent thing. And I was going to say something else, but I forget. So anyways, so we're here with Sonny Juane, who has been with York Entertainment since the inception in 1996. So the York Entertainment, I guess they first started with On Tap and then the Cabin. So for me, who came here in 2000 and was introduced to the Cabin right away and On Tap, of course, it's such a privilege to meet with the legend who brought this kind of fun stuff to us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So with all our guests that we bring on the show, we want to take you a little bit away from your work and get to know you a little bit more and. That you love, that would be great. So.
Well, I grew up here. Basically, did most of my growing up from high school or grade school on. I grew up in the East End and been focusing a lot of time, most of my work professionally downtown. What can I say? I love Ottawa. I've been, a lot of people, there's a lot of, as growing up, there's a lot of thoughts about me moving to Toronto. I lived in Vancouver for a little bit as well. But I've always kind of been attracted back home, and I believe that Ottawa is the best place. And I don't really consider it a city as I do as a large town.
Yeah, right. Once you've been here for a couple of years, it's you definitely get that feel.
Yeah, and
you constantly bump into everybody that you know, right? No matter where you are.
Exactly, and it's just a great, and I love that kind of intimacy, right? So I think, which I think is great.
Especially in your industry, that must help a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all about who you know, and the more people you know, the more profitable your odds are you're going to be. I mean, people, especially back in the days when you're bartending, I'm sure you'd have a lot of regulars that would want to come in and see you. And I know that watching you bartend was something special back in the Cabin days. And
you remember that far back? Yeah,
I remember that far back. Yeah, I may look young, but I've been here for about 13 years now too. So, so what else keeps you here in Ottawa? Like, what do you do for fun in your spare time?
Ottawa is what I love about Ottawa. Either here or around here. So in the winter time, as it is now, it's like a big snowboarder that can embrace the winter.
Nice,
so up to Tremblant, going anywhere, not as much local, but more outside of Tremblant, and J Peak, and which is outside. But everything's close enough within reach. So
absolutely. Well, would you say? I know myself personally, that's a main reason why I didn't move to places like Toronto. Was for my love of snowboarding. Like you said, we have so much around the city here that to go to Toronto. it just wouldn't be quite as nice. Would you say that you know?
Well, that would definitely be it. But the thing is, having said that, I'm also a big summer guy, so I do a lot of wakeboarding and wake surfing. I've got a boat that I've got in the water just in the Ottawa River here. So
where do you set up around there? Like which?
Right across the bridge, actually. So we've got my girlfriend have a home being built.
And it's the water's perfectly flat, and you get to see these people wakeboarding and jet skiing like at 7 o'clock at night while the sun's coming down. It's just something that's you don't get a lot.
Now with the wakeboarding, I know because I have some friends of ours, and we drop the boat up out near Manitic.
Yep.
And there's a lot going on with the conservation authorities, though, now, bringing
No
up all
wake
these
zones
no-wake zones everywhere. Do they have that much in the bodies of water that you've
No,
been riding at?
no, not really, because we're in the Ottawa River. There's
so there's lots of space. And
there's tons and tons of space, and then little waterways that we could get to. So we can even we'll even boat all the way up to Montebello.
Oh wow!
It takes a couple hours. Yeah, so it's just great.
And you can do that right from the Hull Marina.
Right from the Hull Marina, just keep going down. Yeah. But what I like, but for the most part, we stay very local. And coming by the Ottawa River, we'll go through the casino as well. We'll kind of tour around on the Rockcliffe Boat Marina. Almost get all these like little features.
It is absolutely.
Any other major events in the summer that you like participating in? Do you?
Yeah, something small little event that we have here in Ottawa called. That's a big event. Which again, obviously Ottawa being the nation's capital, the best place to be on that.
Absolutely.
Nowhere better. No, absolutely.
For sure. So I'm assuming, in terms of busy, Canada would probably be one of your busiest times of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Canada. What's great about Canada is that we've got a lot of people that like you said, you came here in 2000. Where did you come from?
2000 from Guelph.
From Guelph. So we have a lot of people that have come to Ottawa, especially because Ottawa University and Carleton University or Algonquin College, they come to school, and then they've migrated since. And what I find about Canada is everyone makes this pilgrimage back to Ottawa.
Yes.
They come to one of the locations like the Cabin, which I see them all the time. They've been clients of ours or customers of ours and loyal customers of ours for since we've opened in '96, which is amazing.
Where you left off.
Let's do it. Are we back?
Yes.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that little glitch there. The beauties of technology and Wi-Fi going down.
Was dedicated to the hearing impaired, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we were just talking about the Great Canadian Cabin and how it's pretty much a staple in Ottawa. And it's one of those buildings that, you haven't had to change. And I mean, tell us a little bit about that. I mean, obviously you constantly are trying to change the images, bring in more people. What's kept the Cabin going like that? That's amazing.
It's actually one of the few brands that we have that have actually stood that test of time for as long as it has.
Has seen changes. It did see the great changes in the basement, which I was praying for a long time.
Which I think a lot of people did actually. So we branched off another brand which is called Spin Bin, which is Ottawa's first ping pong bar.
Yeah. So if anybody hasn't been there, like. You're thinking about it's Wednesday nights, right?
Yeah, Wednesday night is a tournament night, a league night. Yeah.
Wednesday night's a league night. Mike Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
With Mike
Kirkpatrick. Yeah.
With Mike Kirkpatrick, and if you haven't been to the Spin Bin on a Wednesday night, definitely get down there. Like it's so much fun to just get down there and play with so many other people.
And where's the Spin Bin located? Sorry.
That's the Cabin. It's in the basement.
It's a little bit different in the entrances on Dalhousie Street versus.
I remember I went there once for. Was it A-Track, I think, was way down there a while back.
A-Track played there.
Yeah, we've had some crazy events there. the cabin was one of those places because it's a great Canadian cabin.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate. We had satellite radio, they ran the sheepdogs there. Like it's been.
I think I went to a punk show down there.
Yeah,
once,
we've
too.
had all these, the broadest range of events there.
Yeah.
And we've been lucky and fortunate enough to be a part of all those things for sure.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, like you were saying, it was one of our cabin itself has been one of our oldest brands that we have as far as, and there's something about it that resonates again with across the board.
That's good, and that's got to feel great for you knowing that you guys produce that, and it's like you said, it stood the test of time here in Ottawa.
Excellent patio out there. So
Yeah, it's probably one of the best patios in the city.
just before we move on to more about York Entertainment and all, we always like to hear other locations you like to shop at or eat at, like restaurants, because we love promoting Ottawa restaurants, and I love learning about Ottawa restaurants.
And I, obviously, again, like I'm a big fan as well of dining out, eating out, with the whole experience. And there's some people that are doing some great little spots. I was over at Farb's in Westboro, and they were doing a beer versus wine pairing, which was an amazing event. And we want to definitely help champion more of these types of things. There's a place on Somerset opened up called Union 613. They're doing a great job.
I had reservations there last Saturday, actually, and I had to cancel them because me and the girlfriend weren't feeling so great. So, but I definitely want to check it out. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it.
I'd love to get out there.
And I love these things. And even locally in the market, if we're talking locally, obviously we've got steak, which is amazing. But other places like Mercy Charcuterie, a friend of mine, Pat Whalen, owns great little spots. And for these guys, and even Renee over at Navera, what I love about these is that these are like labors of love for these guys, which is great.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a lot of great chefs. I know, like Steve Beckton has opened up another spot in Westboro now too.
It's open now, yeah.
Oh, it is open, yeah. Perfect. So.
And the other thing, like that we love talking about, now there's so many more events going on in Ottawa.
Yes.
Where because it's a labor of love, they love going out there and bringing just small dishes, like 1 or 2 dishes.
It's amazing.
And you get an incredible choice. So gone are the days of just going to, say, like Blues Fest or somewhere and getting your, like, chips and hot dogs and just those boring staples. And now you're getting the charcuterie from Murray Street. You're getting incredible, just all their freshest ingredients from local areas.
I think it took. We're starting to catch up. Ottawa's starting to catch up. I think with things like the Food Network, people have everyone's become a bit more foodie, and so we start to see that trend, and they're looking for that more of that sort of information. They're looking for that sort of menu items and that sort of thing.
Local is so much more push, and that's incredible.
100%. And the thing is, which is amazing. I think that it's definitely dropped the. Increase the level of quality out there in the industry in general.
Yeah.
I think that everyone's trying to play that game and trying to get more into that. So.
And it's not funny when the comments are not so common anymore, are they? And they might never be found. It's a person that was
And we're back with Sonny. That was Nowhere to Go. I hope you enjoyed that song. That's a beauty song. So go to the website when I do post on our Facebook page. I'm sorry if it's a little loud. We're actually at Bluebird Coffee. Bluebird Coffee. So we're right on Dalhousie Street near the corner of Murray and Dalhousie. It's a beautiful place. It's my first time here. You got some beautiful paintings on the walls. You got some friendly staff with, I think they have a roaster. Is that a roaster in the back? So they're roasting their own coffee, so fresh coffee.
Smells
And,
great in here.
how's the coffee?
It's
I don't
pretty
drink
good.
coffee. I'm on my green tea
I don't
diet
drink a lot
now.
of coffee either, so but it's good. It's working.
It's
Anyway, we're sitting here with Sonny from York Entertainment. Obviously, you know, myself being in real estate and Nick here being in mortgages, we do like to dab a little bit into real estate. Obviously, you've been here for a long time. You've seen what real estate's been, how it's been changing in Ottawa, and you know, values going up everywhere. So you currently, how many projects does York Entertainment have on the go? Different bars and restaurants.
As of right now, we have 14 brands, mostly in the market, the majority, about 9% in the market. And yeah, if you were to ask me, say, you know, talk about from a real estate standpoint, someone had asked me, do you think it's better to be a tenant, like to rent, or at least I think just like a home, I think it's always. The thing is that we've heard so many things about this project. Like, I think it'd be amazing from a transportation where they're going to go. I think it's going to also develop some other areas outside of the market as well.
yeah.
Right?
So more avenues possibly.
More avenues possibly, yeah, for sure. Well, I think they're doing it. The plan was, I think, through Spark Street, right? So.
No, it's right on Rideau, right near the Highlander. That's going to be the
Oh, you need to stop?
Yeah.
In that case, anything that helps people get to the market easier, love it.
And that's
Yeah,
and that's what it
great for
does,
you.
and,
Great
and,
for you,
and
for
I
sure.
think that's going to be an awesome commute into the market there. So, if you can maybe elaborate on some of the certain brands that have recently maybe gone through changes that more of our listeners can learn about, because I'm interested in knowing about some of the changes that have gone on.
Yeah,
Because
like
I know
what
there's
trends do you see happening now? You know, for your different clubs and
Yeah,
whatnot.
you know what? So across the board, so we have everything from entry-level locations, which is the entry-level drinkers, which means like the university, 19 years old, first-time out drinkers, to everything up to the 25-plus locations. And what we're noticing in general is overall, before it was when in the on-tap days, it was a lot easier to open up a location and just have a bar and serve beer. Now what we're finding is that people have a different expectation. So they want nicer brands, they want nicer locations. So they tend to be slightly a bit more educated. So the thing is, they're looking for more things like quality and value.
Yeah.
So
One thing I've noticed over the past couple of years is a big change in VIP service.
yeah.
I don't know if it's just that, you know, being younger, I could never afford it or something, but is this something, am I right in saying that it's kind of taken a big jump, and now most bars and clubs need to have a certain VIP section and being able to sell full bottles?
Yeah, so this is okay. There was a law that changed from the AGC, of the Alcohol Gaming Commission of Ontario, and what happened is they used to limit the amount of alcohol you could serve to people, so that everyone was good.
Yeah, it used to be like 3 ounces in a shot.
So when that changed, then we started getting into like Ontario started getting into bottle service. And the thing is, this is something that exists now that did not exist prior. Right? And so the thing is, yeah, a lot of people like bottle service. I think you know what, when you're going with a group of friends, it's a better delivery system.
Yeah.
You're not waiting for anyone. It's
Absolutely,
self-serve.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So the thing is, realistically, it's because it's a new feature. So has it changed since you and I were younger? Yes, it has.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
all right. So back to some of the brands of back to the entry level to the.
Yeah,
yeah.
So we got places like we just converted. We had the industry, we converted to something called the Green Room. It's for almost first carbon neutral nightclub.
Carbon neutral nightclub.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very green. We're going very green with that one. And then we. The lighting fixtures or anything that
Okay.
we have in here, we're just more cognizant or more of the green and more.
Perfect.
Yeah, just a little bit more eco-friendly.
All right.
Then it's our first. It's again, we've gotten a lot of support for it. It's been great.
Well, and that's getting huge in homes too. I mean,
Yeah.
the more energy efficient a place is, you know,
Packaging lighting, yeah, for sure.
it costs a little bit more money to get it going, but then it's a little cheaper to maintain after that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
now, what other areas? You said about 90% of your establishments are focused right in the downtown core here. What other areas of town are you?
Well,
have you now
downtown
been
core. So,
dabbling?
okay, so downtown core. So when people say downtown core, they're thinking center town. Downtown.
Well, sorry, I mean
Market.
more of the market. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the market for sure. What what was the question?
What other areas of town are you starting to dabble in the other 10% of your brands?
If you're seeing, we're seeing a lot of growth in places like Westboro.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's seeing growth in Westboro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great spot. I think someone asked me if I were to choose, like, if they're looking for a place to live in there and saying, where would we buy? I would tell them, one of the things I would definitely recommend is if you like this sort of outdoor like lifestyle and like restaurants and little foodie places, I would definitely pick places like, again, if they're not choosing the market, I would say places like Westbrook.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that, and we're seeing a lot of development out in Canada and Stittsville. Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those places, and it's definitely a different lifestyle. You know what? But for being a younger and more active person, I like to prefer to stay like somewhere closer to the Byward Market in downtown core.
Excellent. What about with the lack of hockey this year? What have you seen in changes on Saturday nights? What are you doing to combat that kind of? Because that's a lot of money.
Question. Actually. And bringing a better valued experience to all our consumers, whether it be restaurants or the bars.
Absolutely. What are some of those valued experiences that you've done?
What we're finding now is a high level education element. So food pairings, wine pairings, and you got people love. At Fat Tuesdays, we have dueling pianos.
I love
which is
it.
one of the places that you can't, like one of the few places in Ottawa that you can. Actually, I think maybe one of the only places in Ottawa that you see the dueling pianos, which is amazing.
It is great there.
So anybody coming in from out of town, it's an excellent place to bring.
Exactly, and it's, you know what it's like. Someone asked me to describe it. And it's like being at the best wedding you've ever been to, right? Because you've got everyone who's 19 there to like 35, 40,
all having a great time,
all having an amazing time.
Yeah.
So it's the only place that you'll see like have the best time ever. So it's cool. Then we've got Velvet Room upstairs, which is another experience where we operate as a nightclub, but we also do a dinner theater there. And again, that's a great thing. And you know what? When we first looked at bringing it on board, I was like, I don't know, I wasn't too sure about it. And then I got to experience it, and it's a very cool event. It's Eddie May. Those are the guys who do the events. Really well done.
When that's every Saturday?
Every Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Every
so
Friday.
You can book it, so you go to eddymay.com and what they'll do is they'll have the events that are available. We have quite a few more listings come the holiday period. We've got like one for New Year's as well. So we've got so there's different ones, and some companies will come in and actually hire them to do their lunches and do a murder mystery dinner lunch, for example.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That's great. That's great value, and also the bartending school.
Oh yes, yeah. So what we're the bartending school was interesting is that so about a year ago, just over a year ago, we launched this. I was teaching Algonquin College at the time in the hospitality tourism. I liked the idea of giving back.
Yeah.
And we found this amazing for us. One, it's provided a recruiting platform because we have all these locations. We have to find some talented bartenders. And what we're finding now is the workforce has changed quite a bit. So now what we're having, we found people that are out there that have the personalities but don't have any of the professional skill set.
Yeah.
So now we're finding people are taking the courses and we're bringing them on. The next level of that too, which is kind of a spin-off of it, is that we have consumer-facing programs. So we have like workshops that people can do, not because they want to be a bartender, but they want to come in and just have fun and learn about mixology.
Yeah.
And again, like
just like hosting dinner parties or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's
It's
perfect.
amazing. Actually, it's amazing. So the thing is, we've done it. We're actually on CTV morning show the 27th next Thursday.
Excellent.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, in the morning, doing like some featured cocktails and talk about some of the mixology.
I'll be watching that. It's one show I watch.
Yeah, we'll have to get you guys doing a live show from one of the workshops you'll love.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So
So in terms of the school, how can people get into the school? Is it a semester that they would take, or can they do course by class?
It's a condensed. So the great thing about the school, it's one of the few schools in Ottawa, or bartending schools in Ottawa, that's actually owned and operated by people who are involved in the industry.
Yeah.
All the instructors, I handpick them, and they're all people that are actually working in industry right now.
Oh,
they're not people who used to work in the industry or were,
So they're not making like Harvey Wallbangers from back in the 1960s.
No.
So it's mentors working with the pro. Like it's
exactly.
perfect.
And we give the most reality-based experience. But the program is very accelerated, so it's 5 days. We have an accelerated program. An internship. So anyone who successfully graduates from our program has a guaranteed internship. So our goal is to get them into the workforce and hopefully working for us as fast as possible.
That's great. That's great.
That's awesome. Well, Sonny, thank you so much for coming on. It was
thanks,
just an
it was
absolute
great.
pleasure. I
Yeah,
think
this is
you
awesome.
you taught a ton of people in Ottawa things that they might not have known. So we're going to go right into a quick events for this weekend. There's tons of events, and then we're going to play one last song from Loon Choir. And next week you can expect...
Well, that's if the world doesn't end.
That's right. Well, no, they actually proved that it's not going to end in New Zealand today. Shane Curry next week.
Pay off my credit card.
Yeah, I've been racking mine up too.
Shane Curry next week from Curry Insurance, talking about financial planning going forward next year. And Trees, an incredible band. So quickly, Andrew, you want to run through some events this week?
Yeah, we got, well, today being Thursday, we got an album launch for Claude Munson and the Storm Outside at Mercury Lounge.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, for lovers of electronic music, there's actually a job fair at Ritual Lake. And that for Friday, I think. So either way, you can slap and Tipper presents Apocalypse Bass Dance or Die featuring Ad Hoc and Lafo at the Cock and Lion Pub. It's at 202 Spark Street. Soto's actually having their 3-year anniversary party. That's going to be
DJ Kid SL is spinning that.
I'll be there last week. Babylon's hosting Visions, which features a photo booth. There's art and clothing for sale. There's going to be live art by Fall Down Clothing as well. Wobbly Pops provided by Those Brewery.
That's awesome. So that's some good local stuff. That'll all be online later today, and as well as some more York Entertainment New Year's listings, because we want to promote that as well. So we're going to leave you with All Boats Don't Rise from Loon Choir, and thank you very much for this week. Have a great Christmas.
No show of subjective response, no circle with a backslash on